What's going on YouTube? BigCap24 coming back with our Friday video for the Gun Bunch Week formation out of the West Coast Playbook. Today we're going to be looking at the play Dig Halfback Out, and I want to kind of show you a different way to run it, something I'm having a lot of success with, something that really just kind of puts some stress on your defense when you go ahead and run this against cover 2. So it's typically one of those that if somebody's spamming cover 2, or even if they're spamming like a cover 6 where you know there's a cover 2 side, you want to make sure that you kind of use this in your arsenal. So let's go take a look. So for this play design, guys, we're going to show you how this is a really great cover 2 beater, and you have a lot of options with it. But then I'm also going to show you that it's a good cloud flat beater where you can go against any of your cloud flats, cover 3, cover 4, on a nice, easy initial read. Okay. Now you want to be on the left hash mark in order to make this work, because you're going to go to the short side of the field with your first read. I'm just going to put this cover 2 with somebody in a deep blue just so we can mimic what we mostly see. And what we're going to do is we're going to block our tight end, put the A on a streak and the B on a hitch. Okay. That's the full setup. And then the last thing you want to do for an adjustment is motion this Y to the left. The reason why I'm going to wait until the last second is a lot of people are trying to do the adjustments to their bunch. You got a lot of different type of beaters that have a lot of high-low reads, and people have to do specific things to try to stop that. When we go ahead and do the motion at the end, now we want them to scramble a little bit if they're in cloud flats, because what's going to end up happening is this is a cloud flat beater. So this Y does a great job of doing an outside release and gets underneath the X route for the easy 5 to 6 yards against all cloud flats. Real simple throw. It's not going to be anything that you're going to have to really make too much of a read on. It's the first heading of this play. And so it's really that cloud flat beater. So, you're going to give that as a quick option. Now, the second option is typically when we go ahead and look at what they're doing. This B route does a good job of just getting a nice, easy 5 yards as well when they're in cover 2. And typically when they don't do any type of auto flip when they're in nickel, the nickel cornerback will be on the left-hand side. If they're running any type of other type of coverages, typically that's the side that they'll probably blitz from. But you always look at him as a second alternative, especially if the blitz is coming from that side, he's going to be open, okay? So you'll see here that this guy's going to get driven off, and now you're going to be able to throw it to this B receiver, and it's going to be an easy catch. That cornerback does not rally down to him when they're in a base alignment, okay? So now you've got a headache to where you got to cover the left side, and really this has got to be usered, this B route. Because of the fact that it just kind of settles there, that the middle linebacker is going to have to do that as a user if somebody's in a deep blue. Now, the other option here is that we can get that B to get playmakered if they do go ahead and, put some attention to that player. We can playmaker him to the inside or to the outside. And what's going to end up happening at that point is that's going to become another threat for you. But we always have this X receiver as well. It's that special S route that really does a great job of getting underneath the cover 2s, a lot of the cover 3s and whatnot as far as the safety's depth. So we have that as well if somebody gets too aggressive on the B route. So let me kind of show you those options as well. So I'm going to look at this B. You're going to see that I got the ability to kind of step in the pocket and get him on a playmaker. And that's going to be something that you're going to want to run maybe early in the game as well, just to make sure that we are basically baiting them to have to play the underneath route there in order to get our X to kind of clear over the top, right? So obviously we want to get the most yards that we can the majority of the time when it comes to play design. And this X route will do that for you, but you really need to kind of bait them, right? So if we do this here, and now we're going and we're moving the B in, now we're throwing this ball to this X receiver, and you're going to have some really nice plays. So it's kind of one of those plays that it just gives another wrinkle when it comes to making a headache with Gun Bunch Week. Something that they may not have seen before with this this Y route, really putting a little bit of a damper when it comes to cloud flats on the left-hand side when it comes to the short side of the field. So they're going to have to make some adjustments when it comes to that, and that's something that you want to make sure that you put in just to make sure that whatever adjustments they got to make to this is going to open up other plays for Gun Bunch. So we do appreciate you guys' support all week. Thanks for tuning in to all of our videos. Appreciate it for a like. If you guys can go ahead and slap that thumbs up for us. Our scheme is now ready for you on our website. It does go ahead and talks about a lot of the meta of which is out there, and then obviously we said we wanted to sprinkle in our own designs in order to make sure that we take the meta and put some other new wrinkles in to where people that think they figured out how to stop Gun Bunch is now going to have to figure out the new play designs of how to basically try to cover everything, which is really very, very difficult when it comes to this formation, and that's why we wanted to bring it to you from a powerful standpoint. Thanks again, guys, and we'll catch you next week.